I did.
Because.
Yeah. What's up, kids?
I'm Candace Bailey. We are coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles.
Folks, the interview that was years in the making, the Insane Clown Posse, was here to talk about their music, their philosophy, the gathering of the Juggalos. It's really only the third time I've thought I was going to get shanked during an interview. Very nice guys, though. Hate to ruin their images. Super nice clowns. Then, in a violent, fresh ink, the new Black Widow kicks everyone's ass, and Blair reviews a book full of dinosaurs murdering each other with their teeth. You know, for the kids.
Plus, for all you recessionaires out there, Gadgetron's super cheap TV week continues with an LG 50-inch plasma. What? What are we looking at?
The B-roll with the box with a box inside of a box. And the B-roll was very funny to me. Look at this TV. Shut off. Here's the corner. I'll watch that.
All right.
Sorry.
And then Morgan Webb plays with
Am I good?
Game Break travels to a little big planet too. Webb will give us X-Play's verdict on the PS3 exclusive.
You shook a fist at me like a grizzled grandfather. Oh, you ne'er-do-well. Get off my lawn.
Whip out your dictators.
Around the net is Mubarak free. ATN! 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 Yeah!
ATN, ATN, ATN.
You got all Mario 64 at the end.
Thanks for that chant, Demon of Dreams.
Demon of Dreams? You look too sweet to be a demon of dreams.
Oh, I think he looks fierce.
Go with it, buddy. No, I dig it. He seemed like a nice guy. If you want us to play your chanting, it's pretty easy. Record it and send it to us. Mayor of G4 at g4tv.com. I read them personally. I've never checked that. But someone does, so do it. Send it in. Now, the music in today's number 5. The music in today's number 5, unlike objects that were just on your screen, is young and sexy. The strippers are not.
That's not the only thing wrong in this video. I thought we were going to this camera.
You psyched yourself.
Oh, she dances under the name Bruzy at the Hematoma Lounge.
Yeah. No, it's actually, she's popular. She'll let you touch her in the champagne room if you want to rub Tiger Balm on her messed up body parts. Yeah. Oh,
today's number 4 belongs to The Onion, which is almost always funny fake news.
Yes. Fake news.
Fake news.
But
yes.
here's one that they kind of got right.
Now over to Wisconsin. We've just gotten word here that a massive power outage has left thousands in the southern portion of the state here without access to pornography. A safety advisory has been issued urging residents not to drive to their local liquor stores to purchase porno magazines as the roads are dangerous right now.
Please remain indoors. Just try to imagine your wife's sister or your Spanish teacher or do whatever works for you. You may even have a coffee table book with Renaissance pictures in it. Well, we realize this is not ideal. Even that can work.
Experts say that these types of situations are easily avoidable by making sure that you have an emergency porn kit, which can be purchased at any adult superstore. Some people in areas that receive more snow on average may want to go that extra step and convert their basements into porn shelters.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we just saw boobs.
We're fine. Hope you watch us live. Just holding your junk in one hand and a porno magazine in the other, it kind of makes you understand how hard the pioneer life was. And I think that's important to point out.
The pioneers didn't have porn.
I believe my antique copy of Professor Cornwallis Q. Longfellow's Adventures in Fort Vancouver Ass Trapping would beg to disagree with you.
Touché.
Are we still on the air after that bit? The clip? Are we good? Are we on? Okay, good. In number 3 today, we have a cut down of Justin Bieber's recent appearance on The Tonight Show.
He stopped by to chat with Jay Leno, and as the clip shows, he really likes things.
New look, new haircut.
Not really new haircut, just kind of like I was like this like and like so like and like my kind of like my and like I like but like I like it's like I like because like I like and like it's like and like just like and like it's like the like and like the like I can like size like she like for like is like I'm like she's like Bieber Bieber I'm like Bieber 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 Bieber.
Listen, I know that was a little awkward and unpleasant, but at least it finally removed Jay Leno from The Tonight Show. So, that's cool. Oh, we're one big happy family. NBC.
I just got this job, so you can't.
I just lost it. It's okay. Bieber could be fined $1 million every time he says like, and he could still buy and sell all of us. Just keep that in mind. And he'd look adorable while
I'm
doing it.
not for sale.
That's what we all say, and then the Beeb hovers near you, and all of a sudden, it's a buy now
He
price.
is pretty cute.
Yeah. Sell out in a second.
There's just something about the Lonely Man theme from the old Incredible Hulk TV show that makes people bummed out and introspective.
Agreed. Even this koala bear. Aww. He had a good run.
He had some good times,
really good
that
run.
poor koala.
I get where he's coming from now. I understand. I'm like, I always get depressed when I'm eating fruit and sitting nude in an alley. It's just,
I bet you also get arrested.
yeah.
Okay.
Still ahead, a disturbing musical tribute to workplace safety.
Number one is up next. Is it arrested?
Hold the phone. We have to interrupt the number one to address something real quick because
Boobies.
yeah, specifically boobies. We are half a Nielsen box away and/or 2 angry letters away from getting canceled, and we thought it's true, but we thought maybe we showed boobs on accident in the A block. Oh no, our lives and careers are over.
Well, I think technically we showed boobs, we just didn't show nipple or areola.
Well, let's pull it up. By the way, I had my right testicle out the entire A block. No one noticed. So if you go back on the TiVo, you'll see. But there was this clip from The Onion. We thought boobage.
See, these are the boobs.
Pixelated.
Right here.
Right above.
But
Pixelated
here-
pasties. Right? Unless there's like an areola reconstructive surgery, and ladies can choose to have them in like emoticon smiley faces or stars. I don't know if anybody would like to have that done, but we're still on the air, suckers. Take that. Let's go over to the video wall here and illustrate the breast action.
Right
Felt like Wolf
here.
Blitzer for a second there. Workplace safety fails. We're back to number one now. Workplace
Yes.
safety fails? No joke.
But this old and frankly disgusting workplace safety video posted by YouTuber iFlurb brings something new to the table.
All the carnage is set to a trippy and terrible educational song. That's right. Manufacturing jobs are dangerous, and that's why I say thank God the government got rid of all those. You know what I mean?
You're welcome, India.
This week on Fresh Ink, the newest Black Widow comic kicks all kinds of ass. A Catman goes on a killing spree, and 300 wordless pages of dinosaurs totally murdering each other. You probably know the Black Widow from the Iron Man 2 movie, but in this excellent comic, the Russian spy gets stabbed, gets naked, and gives us one of the best thrillers of the year. Black Widow, The Name of the Rose, finds super spy Natasha Romanoff knifed, left for dead, and missing something very important from her internal organs. The unfolding revenge story isn't just one of my favorite Marvel comics of the last year, it's also one of the best espionage tales. And with cameos by Wolverine, Elektra, and Captain America, as well as an eye-bulging naked escape from a torture device in a meat locker, this Black Widow's got one hell of a bite. All right, be honest, there is no way a guy named Catman should be scary, but kidnap his kid and you'll get the claws in the most horrifying way possible. In the latest volume of Secret Six, someone abducts the son of formerly lame-o villain Catman, and he responds with jaw-dropping ultra-violence. No, seriously, he eats a dude's face. With his mercenary teammates in hot pursuit, this grizzled kitty tortures his way through an army of bad guys and a few innocent bystanders, proving once again that no comic on Earth can turn seemingly irrelevant DC characters into riveting, pulse-pounding reading like The Secret Six. And last but not least, awesome dinosaurs. Here's the deal. Age of Reptiles gives you 350 completely wordless pages of dinosaurs fighting, running, and eating each other in a non-stop reptile death match, as drawn by talented cartoonist Ricardo Delgado. It's beautiful stuff, and if you, like me, loved prehistoric reptiles as a kid, you'll probably have a nerdgasm. Hey, target demographic, I just gave you nudity, violence, and freaking dinosaurs. Welcome to 2011. It's going to be a good year for Fresh Ink.
Show them. Show them what you did when you should have been paying attention to Fresh Ink. How'd that happen? How'd it happen? Tell the world, Candace. What were you doing?
I punched you. And then I hit my arm really hard. Oh, karma.
Yeah.
Sucks.
That's how quickly I get them trained. They end up hurting themselves. I don't have to do the dirty work. I love it. You put yourself in a corner on that one.
I need some ice.
Yeah, we'll get you some ice.
And
Still
a Band-Aid.
ahead, Allison sits down with Minka Kelly and the not at all crazy cast of The Roommate.
And later,
After years of intense negotiations, Shaggy, Too Dope, and Violent J were delivered to our studio to discuss the world of the Insane Clown Posse. Stick around.
here's a question for you. Would you marry an over-the-hill stripper for an all-expense-paid year in Las Vegas? You logged on to G4TV.com and told us what you thought. We'll have the results after the break. The results are in, and about 64% of you said you would not marry an over-the-hill stripper for an all-expense-paid year in Las Vegas. Log on to G4TV.com for more questions like this and tell us just how far you'd go.
Folks, yesterday we gave away over $600 worth of Dark Horse comics.
And today we're revealing the lucky winner.
Dark Horse Comics is celebrating their 25th anniversary, so they sent us over 100 pounds of books to give away. Yeah.
And the winner is Jeff L. of Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta!
Congratulations!
And today, one winner will receive a Logitech Smart TV prize pack that includes the Logitech Review with Google TV, which is 10 kinds of awesome. You can watch all your favorite shows, whether they're on TV or the web, plus a TV cam for HD video calling, and a mini controller designed to give you control of Google TV without the entire keyboard. It's a big pack.
Don't forget the cheap plastic phones are all set glued onto
You shouldn't be punching any more things on the set
Shut
today.
up!
I just don't need a trip to the ER.
I'm klutzy. Dinner! Visit our website at g4tv.com/epic giveaway. Get your entry in between now and February 3rd by 3 p.m. Eastern to be eligible. We'll announce the winner right here on tomorrow's show.
I have some news for you. It's hump day, everybody.
Yay!
Where's my parade?
Here's Sarah Underwood with the real news.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. It's time to start the feed. It's Wednesday, February 2nd, and here are your top stories. If you're using an iPhone or iPad, which we all know you are with AT&T, you might want to take a closer look at your monthly bill because you might be getting charged for data that you aren't using. What? Yeah. A disgruntled customer is filing a lawsuit against the mobile carrier alleging AT&T inflates their data pricing. The suit says that AT&T routinely charges 7 to 14% more data than is actually used. To test the theory, the man set up an iPhone account, closed all of its apps, and left it unused for 10 days. And get this, he says that AT&T still billed him for almost 2,500 kilobytes.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. His lawyers say they intend to elevate the case to a class action lawsuit, but AT&T reps have responded to the allegations, saying, "We intend to defend ourselves vigorously." That's what they said, and that's how they said it. The eyes of the tech world tuned to New York this morning to witness the launch of the first iPad-only news publication, The Daily. The pet project from Apple and News Corp is the first of its kind. Instead of focusing on rehashing or aggregating news like most iPad apps, The Daily features material that is specifically tailored for the app. It also features a healthy dose of multimedia and video to take advantage of things not possible with print. And if you download it now, you'll get the first 2 weeks free. And after that, it will only cost you about $1 a week or $40 a year, so that ain't too shabby. In a recent podcast interview, Christopher Nolan's go-to cinematographer Wally Pfister had some juicy bits to share on The Dark Knight Rises. First, it looks like Inception cast member Joseph Gordon-Levitt will most likely have a part in Nolan's third Batman film. Yes, while he was initially rumored to be playing the Riddler, there's no word yet on whose shoes he would be filling. Pfister also said that if you definitely want to catch Rises in IMAX because they plan to shoot as much of the film in super large format as possible. Yeah, and if that doesn't whet your chops, he said the opening scene will blow your mind. Yes, that sound you're hearing? Yeah, it's little nerd boners. They're popping up everywhere. Kev, contain yourself. Little big, whatever. They're still nerd boners. And that's wonderful. And finally, a new minigame from Epic is taking aim at the first-person shooter genre by parroting a certain franchise. Can you guess which one? To promote their upcoming release of Bulletstorm, Epic first took a shot at the Halo franchise with a healthy dose of projectile vomit, and now they've set their sights on Activision's tentpole franchise Call of Duty. Needless to say, EA and Epic aren't on good terms after the snafu with Activision and Infinity Ward, but we'll let you decide. Here's a quick look at Duty Calls.
War never changes. Or does it?
Here's your objective. Blah, 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 secret base. Blah, 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 nuclear missile bomb. Blah, 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 counting on you. Good luck.
The war has changed.
And I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. And now back to Kevin and Candace.
Thanks, Sarah.
It's time now for another
Thing we found on the internet that was interesting. Today's your lucky day if you ever wanted to see some Paisley sperm go to town in an electro seizure soundtrack. It's on the internet. Just watch.
Here's Jam from Mirai Mizu.
And salvia is still legal and sold at fine head shops across America. That's actually what my blood sample looks like if you have a microscope. Yeah, it does.
Okay. Allison Hayslip moved in with the cast of The Roommate.
Oh, and she stuck them with their share of the cable bill. It's a roommate joke. It's fine.
Freshman year of college can be tough, but sharing a dorm room with a bona fide psychopath can make life a living nightmare. It doesn't get any more psychotic than in The Roommate.
You're a bad influence on her.
Can you tell us what are some of the telltale signs for spotting a psychotic cat-killing roommate?
I think one of the first creepy signs would be if you are out on a date with your boyfriend and she's waiting up for you all hours of the night, and when you finally do make it in, she's angry that you didn't call.
Where were you?
I'm glad you're okay.
You actually worked with some actual psychiatrists. What did you learn about the human psyche that helped you?
I was happy that I had started out myself, reading and doing my own research and figuring out sort of what makes somebody like this tick, but they gave me particular instances and gave me like a background of what somebody like this, why they'd be doing what they're doing, which is coming from a crazy place.
Whoa, come on. So what is it about this thriller that really hits home?
The fact that you have no more privacy. You wake up in the morning, you're there, they're there, you have to be social, you have to talk to them. I don't like any of that. And so that alone creeps me out and gives me anxiety. But the fact that there's actually people like that, it's unsettling.
What was it like going up against full-blown crazy Layton?
We had a blast, and we made sure it was our choice to do our own stunts, and, rightfully so, every frame is us, so that way it looks like a real girl fight, like we really are kicking each other's butts.
Now, do you think it's actually possible to move to college and move in with a roommate who turns out to be a crazy person? Is that why we find this movie so terrifying?
I mean, I've lived with friends before, and they turn out to be crazy. So I think, roommate, you don't know anything about them, and you're living in the same room. You're sort of forced into the situation with them. You could end up with a lifelong friend or the roommate.
Rebecca's doing really well.
She's doing good.
She's taking her medication.
Medication?
Yeah, a quick background check on the stranger in your room is a lot better than finding a dead kitten in your laundry. The Roommate, just another reason to fear college.
It's a little scary. I don't like single white female.
I've never had a roommate. I couldn't.
You've never had a roommate?
No, not on purpose. It's a long story. We're halfway through a show, but just never had to deal with it. Have you?
I've had a million, yes.
Yeah? Oh, okay, got it. I didn't know you're that kind of girl. Sweet.
Hey, cheapskates.
Look like you're gonna pour me some lemonade. That wasn't threatening at all.
But it hurts.
All week long. She did it to herself.
Oh, I did.
Let's review a cheap TV.
Here's our second TV of the week. An LG 50-inch PJ Series plasma TV.
The old Peach series, yeah.
Yeah, you
Sweet.
know it.
Yeah.
Now, most of the inputs are on the back, but there are a few on the side, so you can wall mount it easily. It's the thinnest of the week at only 2.2 inches. So do you think this one looks any better than the TV we saw on Monday?
Yeah, you're going to have to mount it on something better than sheetrock, though. It's a little heavy, so
Yeah,
keep that in
it is
mind.
really heavy.
But the screen is also glossy. I don't know why they're going with glossy screens. I don't know if it's keeping the cost down, but you will see reflections, which is great if you're adorable like myself. For everybody else, no.
And you guys wonder why I punch him.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, I deserve it.
Now, there are a few cool features that help optimize your TV screen.
One of them is the Picture Wizard, which will show you how to adjust brightness, contrast, tint, and other settings to give you the best possible image quality. And that works pretty well. One feature that doesn't work well is the intelligent light sensor. That's supposed to change the screen brightness and color according to how light or dark the room is. And it caused the screen to flicker noticeably. So
Oh, no.
Yeah, we just shut it off.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
So far, we haven't been impressed with the picture quality of these cheap TVs, so Did this one do any better?
It did, actually, yeah. Colors are warmer and more accurate than the Samsung. That's in the same price range. That's one we showed off the other day. And there's less grain here, although you will see it. We did notice that when you turn up the brightness and the contrast, you might see some digital artifacts or some noise in the brighter colors. Yeah.
I see some right now.
There's a whole lot of pixelation there. Yeah.
It also has a fast 600 hertz refresh rate to get rid of the motion blur.
Which it did pretty well. We felt like it handled fast-moving action scenes better than that Samsung back on Monday, which, again, we had to shut off some of those extra features. So it's not a bad TV. I mean, it's not an amazing TV. It's just serviceable.
It's $600 on JR.com.
Yeah.
What are we giving it?
We're giving it a 4 out of 5. It's 600 bones. The LG TV has very few drawbacks. It looks really good, especially at the price. It's totally serviceable. It will put a flickering image on your wall.
Hey, I'd get it for $600.
There you go.
That's it for today's Gadget Prime, but tomorrow we'll have a Panasonic 50-inch plasma on Super Cheap TV Week.
Now, are you getting your degree in drunk and disorderly convictions? If so, Campus PD is for you.
Catch the new season tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Get more info at g4tv.com/campuspd. Stay tuned. Ich bin ein Juggalo.
I agree. Circle gets a square.
Sat down with the Insane Clown Posse.
Yes, and no blood was spilled. A little Faygo was, but no blood. Few music videos go on to inspire internet memes, but then again, not all of them are miracles.
Music is a lot like love. It's all a feeling, and it fills the room from the floor to the ceiling.
I see miracles all around me. Stop and look around, it's all astounding.
Water, fire, air, and dirt.
Magnets, how do they work?
Joining me now, Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope. Ladies and gentlemen, the Insane Clown Posse!
That's how we roll.
Can I interest you in a shot of the Faygo before we begin?
Absolutely.
I hope root beer's all right. It is chilled.
Always down to wet my whistle with some root beer.
Congrats. Well, that was.
I jumped the gun, my bad.
That's all right, that's all right. Congrats to 2 decades, gents.
Yes, thank you.
I was actually going to gingerly place mine back on the platter, but no, that clearly was not it.
That's how juggalos do it.
But seriously, over 2 decades. I mean, that's pure insanity. You've survived Napster. You're surviving the Biebers of the world.
So far.
Barely. I know that's a battle. But, I mean, is there a secret to that much longevity?
I think so. I think that there's no filters between us and the products we put out.
Right.
There's no panel of, gray suits. You know what I mean? That tell us what we can or can't do. I think that's what it is. I think that we're fans of what we're doing as well. And it's kind of easy. We just think of what would be cool and what we think would be awesome, whether to say in a song or what to come out with. And that's what we do. You know, we've been lucky. There's nobody saying, oh, that wouldn't work, due to my charts and due to this and that. That wouldn't work. We don't have to deal with any of that. We're not signed.
This track about bitches is not polling well in the Northeast. I think we should pull that back.
Right. We ain't got no suit. We're like, even if they think something might hit over here and they'll push it for like #1 on radio for 2 weeks. You can't just hit #1 on 2 weeks in the radio and be like, it's not working. Right. Yoke it out. It doesn't even with us. You know what I'm saying? Because and
what's interesting is that I think obviously the fans agree. There's a rumor though that it was circling around the net that you guys are actually in disguise a Christian rap group. Which I thought, okay, you do have many, many songs that talk about soul ascension and the other side and what happens after death.
Man, I've never been to church in my life. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even know how to go into a church. I'd probably
guns
the back
blazing,
window,
actually.
Yeah. Ain't no Christian rock. Whatever. If you got a group of Christian rock guys, they're like, oh, we love ICP. That's what we think is Christian rock to us. Let them buy it and feel it. Let it be Christian rock to them. But, and
that comes from the basic principle of right and wrong, evil and good. That's all. We're just trying to say that there's bad guys out there and there are good guys out there. And then, when you're talking to juggalos, what do we want to see out of juggalos? We want to see them, go to heaven. I don't know exactly how that breaks down, religious-wise.
Well, anybody who pelts Tila tequila with water bottles and rocks, they're probably ascending.
I think so, But it's just, you know, we were taught there's a heaven and a hell, but that's all we were taught. We weren't taught about the commandments and what chapter 316 / Oatheus or whatever it says. You know, we don't have those.
I think that was a World of Warcraft character, actually.
we don't have that type of education as far as what's in the Bible or anything like that. We just, you know, at the end of the day, we want to see good people hopefully go to heaven, which we refer to as Shangri-La.
Shangri-La, right. So, so at the end of the day, for you guys, when the makeup's off, there is no gray suit. I get that. It's just you guys. But is there geopolitical discussion? Are there games of Scrabble?
I don't even know what geopolitical means.
Okay, so there's not that.
There is multi forced facets of orgies going on in my bedroom.
What, a forced facet of orgy?
No, it's not forced. But
okay. I just wanted to know which facets we were talking about.
You, come on.
Is it a take a number system in the hallway and then you just
some
update
nights
a code board
like that? Yeah, some nights you get the ticket roller out. But
must be hard.
Yeah.
Must be hard. So tell me, when you talk about the juggalos, has the term juggalo gone through many changes over the years as you guys have evolved and your fans have evolved? I know Coolio's a juggalo now. Vanilla Ice.
No, Coolio's actually a hoogalo because he misspelled.
Or
no, that's not a diss.
No.
He misspelled the word and it came out as Hooglio, I think.
I think it was Jugalo. Jugalo, yeah.
Maybe he got a little overexcited.
Spanish Saint of the Clowns, potentially, yeah.
Maybe he was on tour. You know, the juggalos are a powerful thing. You know what I mean? Once you experience it, it kind of takes you over. Maybe he got overexcited and got the tat quicker than he realized how it was officially spelled. But is there an official spelling to the word juggalo anyway? I don't know.
No, unless some dude in a suit tells me there is.
Right,
and I'm going to stab him with my... That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm supposed to do.
And if there was anything official about Juggalo, that would take some of the coolness away from it anyway. You know what I mean? There is no official. There's no rules.
Well, there is an official gathering, which we love to show clips of on YouTube all the time. It's hard not to. When someone makes a bong out of a cat, we have to celebrate that. But the gathering has sort of taken on a life of its own. Do you guys even get worried about the insanity that happens?
No. I mean, no, not until afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You hear what goes on. It's like, whoa, that was f***ed up. That was f***ed up. We're going to do it again next year, even bigger, though. Get more f***ed up. You know?
For me,
that's how you do it.
So that's the biggest worry, is that this year might not be as f***ed up as last year.
No, it's going to be more f***ed up.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's what I would. All right.
For me, when I'm laying in bed, you know, at night falling asleep, I might worry about things. But when I'm actually at the moment living it, I don't worry about nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. What could happen? What could go wrong? You know, not much could go wrong. You know, the more it becomes a major thing, that opens doors for possibilities for things to go wrong. But I don't think it's gonna ever become. I don't think it's ever gonna become anything other than what it is, which is an awesome secret, world's best kept secret. You know, it's not gonna start having a bunch of ass coming in and ruining it, and I think it'll always stay what it is. You know, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's too hard to get to. You know.
You won't see Pepsi coming to sponsor.
Exactly.
No. But Faygo for all.
It might make a little bit of noise. More people might know what the gathering is, but it's not going to change. It's always going to be what it is.
If I weren't afraid of a large group making my mouth pregnant in a forest, I would be there in a second. Because it sounds like a hell of a time. But I will tell you, there's no denying, again, 2 decades of relevancy, and you guys are clearly doing what you love, so much respect for that.
Thank you, brother.
Really appreciate it. Hell yeah. Violent J, Shaggy 2 Dope from the Insane Clown Posse! Thank you guys for joining us.
It's time to attack these travel plans for rich bastards. So your family vacations were probably all right, but let's be honest. When compared to how rich people do it, they most likely sucked. Mom and Dad have never taken you on a vacation like the one Barado Entertainment is offering this summer. It's a 7-day global tour spanning 7 of the wealthiest cities in the world, from Tokyo to Los Angeles. Those lucky enough to attend will travel from one city to the next in their own private jet, while staying in 5-star hotels and eating the world's finest foods. If you want in, you'd better hurry. Only 100 guests get in on the adventure of this once-in-a-lifetime trip that costs a whopping $200,000. Buying an RV is normally a sign that you've given up on life, but when you're super rich, you can buy a really fancy one, and that's not nearly as depressing. Vario Mobile just released their latest luxury motorhome, and even Donald Trump himself would be proud. It's got a full bedroom complete with king-size bed, a fully equipped kitchen for your cook, and a mini car garage for all of those miniature cars rich people buy for their motorhomes. If hitting the open road in a penthouse apartment sounds enjoyable, make sure to save up the $600,000 you'll need to afford it. Woo! And finally, super yachts are standard for any rich bastard, but there's only one in the world that can be controlled by an iPad. The super yacht Soulmates is the first to combine luxury and technology to create the ultimate getaway for the wealthiest 1%. Each guest who steps aboard the Soulmates gets their own iPad with a special app that controls everything from lighting, climate control, and food and drink orders. The only thing it can't control is the navigation system, which is probably a good thing considering how drunk you're gonna get while partying on the super yacht. A 1-week rental of this bad boy is gonna set you back $850,000. Head on over to G4TV.com/AOTS for info on all of these ways to travel in style and more. Morgan Webb talks Little Big Planet 2 next. Stick around. Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Ultimate Fighter champion Court the Crusher McGee drops into MMA Chokehold to break down the epic main card of UFC 126. Then, Allison Hayslip crashes the set of Community as they film an episode dedicated to the classic RPG Dungeons & Dragons. And Chris Gore goes spelunking with James Cameron and the cast of the 3D survival movie Sanctum. See it tomorrow.
Thank you. You know, it used to be that Sackboy was like this dirty name that you couldn't say on TV, but Little Big Planet 2 is here, so Sackboy, Sackboy, Sackboy. Please welcome back X-Play's Morgan Webb!
Thank you. I'm here to talk about my Sackboy.
Let's talk about your Sackboy.
And your Sackboy, too.
You're so, it's brave of you to speak about it openly on television. Tell us about your Sackboy.
It's something that I think everybody should talk about and understand and learn about, you know.
Well, let's talk about Little Big Planet 2 for the PS3. The first game, obviously, was a huge hit. Story-wise, does the story matter in Little Big Planet? First of all, like...
Some people say yes, some people say no. There's like this negativitron, and it like sucks up all the craftiness in the craft world. Okay,
I'm going to err on the side of don't matter. But what do we get on single-player-wise? I mean, how many levels do we get?
You get a lot of levels. You get 40 campaign levels. There's all these little side levels where you get lots of extra bubbles.
Designed by Media Molecule, right? So they're high-quality levels.
Media Molecule does such an amazing job with their art direction. And we saw in Little Big Planet 1, they give you basically the same tools that they have to create it.
Right.
And then you try to make it, and you're like, how did they do that?
They give you the same tool set so you can feel woefully inadequate in every way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. But it also gives you hope, maybe, you know.
No. The community has done some amazing things and amazing
They have,
levels.
and I'm going to mention some of those a little bit later so people can go look at them.
All right, but in terms of these single-player levels, do they feel more like tutorials to you? Like they're just trying to get you up to speed so you can go out into the Little Big Planet world?
They are, and there's a lot of concepts to understand, and especially if you haven't played the first one, you're talking about like stickers and your puppet and all this stuff. So they are getting up to speed. There's also new things like the grappling hook and that kind of thing, so they're also teaching you how to use that.
How to use those new weapons, right.
And they're also trying to inspire you so that when you'll have ideas when you're making your own levels, and you'll see what the engine can do.
Okay, here's the gripe that I have with Little Big Planet 1.
All right.
I think
I know what you're going to say.
You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah,
I am not a good gamer by any stretch of the imagination.
No, you are.
I do pride myself on the fact that I beat Super Meat Boy, which I did, and I beat it with Meat Boy, which is kind of a feat when it comes to running and jumping and platforming. I have trouble on some Little Big Planet levels, though, because the physics seem a little floaty and just kind of off to me.
Floaty is sort of the word that is used to describe it. I think what it is in the physics model, he's made out of yarn and
you cannot apply logic to the Little Big Planet world when there's a talking papier-mâché bearded dude with 3D glasses on the screen.
Without logic, the physics model makes no sense. That's all we have.
All right. Well,
no,
but
it's
you think
better.
they're more forgiving in this one, right?
It's better this time. They're a little bit less floaty. It's better at recognizing when you're on a platform and when you're trying to jump on a platform.
Okay, good.
The first one was almost insufferable sometimes.
Yeah.
It's better. But if you hate it with like the white hot heat of 1,000 suns in the first one, you're not gonna like it in
It's
the
not going
second
to cool
one.
you down.
No.
All right. Fair enough. Well, thankfully, I didn't have that much hatred for it. It was
All
just a
right.
little frustrating at times. You mentioned the grappling hook. What other new toys and devices do we get to play with?
Well, the grappling hook is something that's really fun. You can grab on, and there's also something called the Grabinator. They all have these silly names.
Right. What were the odds?
What are the odds?
Yeah.
Exactly. And, you know, the main use of the Grabinator, as far as I can tell, is to grab the friends that you're playing with and throw them around.
Okay. All right. So frustrate your girlfriend with it. Awesome.
Yeah. And there's also like the Create-nator, which allows you to throw objects out in the world, like assigned objects out in the world. So there's toys, and there's also mounts. You just saw a bunny there. There's a cat. So you can ride the mounts by yourself or with your friends. There's a camel that shoots laser beams out of its eyes, and you can all go together and.
But the reason the physics are the way they are is because they're being accurate to your character being made of yarn.
Hey.
But there's also a camel that shoots lasers out of its eyes. I just wanted to.
But you know, if he's made out of yarn, he'd be light too.
All right, fair enough. Now, the real reason people love this game, of course, is for the level creation system, the community.
Yes.
I'm assuming they upgraded these features across the
They
board.
absolutely did. I think the really exciting thing is now you're not kind of stuck with making just Little Big Planet platforming levels, which is really what we were stuck with before. Some people did some surprisingly creative things with it, but they're platforming. Now you can basically make any type of game that you want. We've seen Peggle. We've seen the Zelda 1-1 dungeon.
That's cool.
From the top-down camera perspective. You can actually do voice recording, like narrate your own
Very cool.
scenes. You can change camera angles.
And you can see them all and rate them online as well, right?
Absolutely. And
Love
something I think if people are like, I want to get into video games, something you could do that would really kind of pump up your job application to a company, even for tester, would be check out my Little Big Planet levels. I did some really creative things. Or I just faithfully recreated some games everyone's heard of.
I agree. So with that sounded like gushing praise to me.
Yeah,
It really did.
it's a good time.
With that said, what did XPlay give it?
5 out of 5.
Solid.
It's a good game, and this is also a game that people always say, I want to get my girlfriend into video games. Maybe try Little Big Planet.
There
You
you
can
go.
play together.
Awesome. Well, get one first and then get her into it.
Yeah.
Little Big Planet 2 is in stores now. Thank you, Morgan Webb. Thanks to our guest, the Insane Clown Posse, of course, Morgan Webb. Heroes of Campus PD starts right now. And by the way, happy birthday, Sean Jordan! Where are you? Where are you? Come super loud. Hurry, you got 3 seconds. 2, TV fail. Good night, everybody.